there. Welcome and welcome back to the whole bucket. And finish it February. How do you do art style? So in my introduction video, I showed a whole bunch of projects that I am going to be working on through Finish It February, trying to get them done and off to wherever they're going to be, used or sold or given away or whatever the case is. Here is step number one. So I had those piles of little envelopes and cut up envelopes to make belly band kind of things. And I also showed that I need to sort out a bunch of fuzzy cuts. Or I didn't show that, did I? I just said it. One of the two. In any case, I have combined the little stuff right here along with the sorting the fussy cuts, because I thought maybe I could use the fussy cuts that weren't sorted to finish up some of this stuff. So while I'm chatting about what's going on, I will continue work on this first little set. This was not an envelope set. I'm sure you can see that. You don't need me to say it out loud. This is not a belly band set or an envelope set, but it was still in that same little section. So I decided to start with this. Since it's different, I will get it out of the way. And I decided to stick with the basically black and white color scheme of this plaid. And I went with this whole section of vintagey kinds of things because this is the backing paper. So let's see what was on that first one. So there we go. It's all vintagey kind of stuff. So I think this goes really well with it. And I am a little surprised, not entirely, but a little surprised that this is also helping me with a job I mentioned but can't really show, is that I need to figure out what bits and pieces I want to have at my hand at my desk, right? Because I redid my studio, the whole thing. I rearranged the whole thing, and it's not put back together yet. It's literally been months. But if you have ever redone your studio, I'm sure you understand the ridiculousness that can be involved. Tons and tons of stuff to do. So I have discovered that some of the little bits I need to have are some strings and threads, maybe some little bits of ribbon. I used to have a bag of fabric scraps. I need that back here because I don't have my layering bits and bobs, right? So I need to do that. For this particular one, pulled out a piece of tea-dyed tracing paper. And I'm just going to use that in a couple of spots for today. And I'm doing a little bit of edging on the stuffs. I'm doing it on this one. I wasn't gonna, apparently, because it wasn't, but now I'm noticing that it's got a lot of cut edges, so I just cover that up a little bit. But look, tags have no tops to them, no circles, none of the hole reinforcers. That's what I meant, and no pulls, no nothing. Oh my gosh, words are a problem today. Words are always a problem. So that's kind of helping me discover what I do need on hand. And the exact opposite, it has also told me a little bit about what I don't need on hand. So my shelf to my right has supplies. So I definitely want some colors by me, some inks and some markers and some things, right? as far as supplies go. So I'll keep those. But I also have some less used media up there, which I definitely would like to use more often, but I think can be put elsewhere because they're more suited toward a special project rather than, you know, finishing work on something. I don't think I got enough glue on the flame. Let's see. Looks like it's stuck now, but... All right, so just getting my brain back in this, even at all, is proving helpful. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, now I've got stuff stuck all over my hands because I didn't see this piece. But I want a base for the clock to sit on. And we're just going to do it like so. And now it's all lopsided. There we go. Just like so. Okay. This one doesn't have enough stuff on it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, because all I have is this super skinny strip and that lock right there. And it definitely needs more things, but I have an idea, and that's what made me think, oh, support hole reinforcers need to be nearby, and threads need to be nearby, but also maybe some supply of little charms and stuff, because I think what I'm gonna do is glue myself to tracing paper, apparently. But I think what I'm gonna do is shoot, words. Gosh darn it. I got it. It's here. I'll find it in a second. Oh, I know. When I put whatever kind of tag pull on this, I'm going to put a little key charm to go with the lock. Oh my, this glue is globby. I cut too big a hole in this bottle because quite a long time ago I thought, oh, this one's almost empty. I'll cut the hole bigger and do these bigger jobs I have to do, and then I'll get a new bottle. And then it just keeps lasting and lasting and lasting. It's pretty ridiculous. Pretty darn ridiculous. Oops, there we go. So I'm going to add something and then a tie and then a charm to that. And I think that'll be pretty good. This one has just a little base across the bottom. And this great big dresser thing that's going to need to be trimmed. Oh, shoot. I might need a new one. Boy, almost tore it perfectly. I'll just put that right. Oh, shoot. Hold still, back guys. There we go. I'll just put it right there. It can be cut off. Okay, now this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this, and then I will introduce the next thingy, and I will do it off screen because the next thingy is really, really boring. If you think gluing these together is boring, wait till you see what I'm doing next. But I will come back and show what I've gotten done, and we'll see if I have any insights about how to get your brain in it when it's really boring. Usually what I do, to be fair, and to just tell you what my starting strategy will be, Usually what I'll do when something is not very exciting to do but needs to be done is I will put on my favorite crafters and have their videos on in the background to keep me company. Well, so I'm actually crafting along with people. I don't put anything on new, like where I want to learn from somebody, because then I find I start paying way too much attention to the video and not getting enough work done. So I will put on the videos that are maybe longer and are somebody doing the crafting in real time for the most part. And then it's more of a craft along. I think I'm going to shadow the bottom of this one as a base for the books. Why won't you shadow over there? Please shadow all the way across. There we go. Yep, like so. Like so, and I think I'll put a speck right there too. Yep, I like that. I should have done that with the one on the candle. It would have made it way more dramatic. I suppose I still can to some degree, but it's always hard to get the little edges when you've already glued stuff down. There we go. This one can move over a little bit. Move over a little bit. And straighten out. Wow, my glue is drying so fast today. Usually I have a few seconds to do some shifting, but it is, Minnesota winter is a very dry experience. All right, I'm going to see if I can do this. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, not ideal, but I think I got enough, and it started tearing, so I'll just stop right there. Okay, I'm going to glue that back down and call this good. So I am going to go ahead and trim all these edges and find all the bits and pieces that I'm realizing are things I want to have on hand. I'm loving that getting my brain back in this old project is helping me with at least 2 other projects that are on my list. That was unexpected and a big bonus. And then, hold on one sec. Let's arrange these guys so they're all pretty. There we go. I will trim these up and finish these up and come back and show you whatever happened to them and see how they turned out. And then I'm going to work on these. So here's what I have. Is this one missing pieces? No, I just couldn't see them. So these were like envelope cuts, right? In fact, they are exactly envelope cuts. This used to be right here. And this used to be up here. And then these are chopped off. And then this is glued shut one way or the other. And then these are glued on one way or another. Something like this. So what you end up with then is a belly band or a side tuck, whichever way you put it, right? And then if you do it this way, it could be a pocket. If you do it this way, it could be a pocket underneath as well. And if you glue these little pieces on top like this, they can also be a tuck spot or 2 tuck spots, or depends on how tiny a things you actually put on there. And you can put them here in the middle like this, or I believe I have put them down toward the bottom like so. Let me get them in place and hold them, although I don't think you need me to. It's not rocket surgery at this point. But then you have a tuck spot here. And actually you have one here. Okay, so lots and lots and lots of stuff you can do with these little envelope thingies. Doing them though, not exciting, because it's just a lot of gluing and some possible edging if you want to. I do actually edge these quite a bit because I like to show where all the pockets are. So a lot of inking edges will happen on here, a lot of just gluing, and then there is one other trick I will show you. I don't think I'm going to do this ahead of time on very many. That's why I'm just going to show you this way. If you use this for a belly band up and down, it is entirely possible that your things can slide out. That's just the way a belly band in this direction would work, right? Things can happen. If I put something like this at the bottom, it acts as a stop. So I might glue something here and here and then wrap it around the bottom and only glue it on the back. Then it's a stop. The reason I'm not going to do that ahead of time on these, and I'm just showing you as an idea, is because if I have something much taller, I might put a stop down at the bottom of a page. Whoops, can at least be on screen, lady. Yeah, I might put a stop down on the bottom of a page. And even if I do want a stop right here, I might want it to match whatever that journal is. So if I decide this goes in a journal because of its color and, you know, I have writing and technical stuff, cool. But maybe it also has books like this. And then I'll take some sort of book thing and create a stop, right? So yeah, I don't know that it needed all that explaining, but there you go. There's all that explaining. All that explaining. So I will be back when all of this is figured out, and I will show you what has happened, and we'll see how far I get. Okay, hold on. An insane number of hours have gone by because, you know, dinner and cats and creative slumps and stuff, you know, stuff. But in the end, look at this. All these envelopes. Yep. I got a whole string of envelopes. I have this one, the original one, belly band tuck spot pocket thingy jobber. And then I have these combos of belly bands and envelopes. So I finished all the stuff, and then these I paired up. So there's a pair, and this one's upside down, but you know, you get the idea. It's a great big one, upside down and backwards, whatever. That's a set in any case. Let's see what else we got. What else have we got in here? This one, oh, this one is paper clipped together because I like this envelope so much that I didn't want to put the extra pieces on it. So I'm saving them for somewhere else in whatever book this stuff ends up in. But I've paired it up with a black and gold envelope. So there we go. There's that. And this yellow and green gardeny one. And this much more dramatic gardeny one. See? And that. And this weird shape one. I don't know if that one goes or not, but whatever. It might change later, right? And then this one. And this one. Oh, this is that metallic one. I don't really do shiny that well, and I didn't know what to do. So I sanded it down. boy, the camera doesn't pick that up well at all. It either glares or does next to nothing, but you can still see the purple really well. And you see the silver and gray coming through, and now it's all grungy and stuff, so I'm really liking what I can possibly do with that in the future. This one makes me sad, because I made the envelope upside down. It should be this way, but look. So I have an upside down envelope, but I paired it with that one right there, and a very similar pocket thingy jobber with a green plaid envelope. Nice. I'm liking that. So now when these go in a book, they can have a little focal point added, or you know, that stopgap thing I told you about can be added, or whatever. So I got a stack of envelopes and a stack of other things, and here is what I did with the black and cream colored plaid. The one I was working on before I hit the pause button. Okay, we're gonna have to go like this. This is the one that's gonna get the key, but guess what? I couldn't find my key charms. Oh, good grief. Good grief. I have an extreme talent for misplacing things. Okay, there we go. There is the whole black and cream colored plaid thingy minus one key charm, and then that'll be that. I got itchy nose. I got itchy nose. Okay. That was actually not nearly as much work as the hours that have passed would imply. This was pretty easy and productive, and I have a lot of stuff to use now. I'm very happy with this. So this is step one and the very first. Friday, no, not Friday. Finish it February. How do you do art? Please join in. Let us know what you're finishing up for February, and let us know what you do to problem solve all of your stuff. Get in your head in the game when you've dropped the ball. There we go. Okay. See you next time. We'll do some more. Bye.